Hello, this is Jillian Hanlock, and this is my nurse leader interview. So I'm interviewing Kevin Swantek. His title is Former ED Nurse Manager and Charge Nurse. Education, Master's in Nursing from University of Toledo. Kevin describes that some of his daily duties include chart auditing, evaluating performance, mentoring, education, professional development, interviewing staff, inventory, supervising to ensure safe practice, collaboration, and promoting team nursing. So the way that I set up my PowerPoint is that I put the question that I asked Kevin on top, and then I have Kevin's answers, and then some extra thoughts that I thought about regarding that question and the topic. So this question is about the CUSIN topic, team and collaboration. What is your leadership style, and how do you feel it contributes to teamwork and collaboration on your unit? Kevin's answer was that he was a democratic leader, and democratic leaders seek others' opinions, but ultimately they have the final say. And he feels that this leads to better teamwork and collaboration because he's seen other people's opinions and adding them in combined to his opinion, but ultimately he uses his own judgment to make the final decision and what he thinks is best. And he also likes to provide positive feedback to his team members so that they can all grow as a team instead of providing negative feedback, which can make the team less productive. And when I was thinking about this question, I was thinking that open communication is an important aspect in order to provide teamwork and collaboration. People need to feel comfortable talking to each other and feeling like their opinion is valued. And I also think that a team should have mutual respect for one another so that they know that they can go to their team for help in times of need, and they could also ask or voice their opinions in the group without feeling judged or any other feelings like that. And I also feel that teams should be able to make a shared decision. So it's similar to what Kevin says with democratic, but I think that groups should be able to talk through what they want to accomplish and then come to a common goal so that all members of the team's opinion is considered. I used the CUSIN patient-centered care to come up with this question. How do you emphasize and promote the importance of providing patients with care based on their specific preferences, values, and needs to your employees? Kevin said that they do morning huddles, which the managers come up with some topics that they briefly talk about to the to the employees before the shift starts so that they can start the day off with maybe some positive feedback and also some things that they should watch out for and look for when providing care for patients. So sometimes this includes aspects of preferences and values with the patients. Also, Kevin said that they promote positive open loop communication between them and the patient so that it allows the patients to state their preferences and values to the healthcare worker. And also, Kevin says that they like to assess the team member's strain and stress level and offer support because if a team member is strained or feeling stressed, then they might not be as able to provide specific needs to a patient. So the caregiver needs to take care of themselves before they put the patient at harm's way. And also, they encourage, or I guess is mandatory, to provide culturally competent care. And so in their computer system, they have a prompt that they have to answer about the patient when the patient is being admitted. And one of the questions is, does the patient require a interpreter? So this is good because it gives the chance for the healthcare worker to say yes if the patient does need it, and then that will eliminate future miscommunication with the patient, and that will be able to provide specific preferences of the patient. And then when I thought about the question, I was thinking that providing physical comfort and emotional support for the patient will allow them to say what type of preferences they have and feel comfortable sharing their cultural beliefs. Also involving the family, because the family will be able to advocate for the patient. And this question, I used the CUSIN evidence-based practice to make my question. Can you think of any examples of ways you and your staff integrated new evidence-based practice into your clinical practice? Kevin said that they recently upgraded some code carts so that it would now fit newfound research that would save someone's life with these code carts. Also, they upgraded the head of the bed monitors to now include the end tidal CO2 monitoring, and that was based on evidence-based research, because these new monitors allow for tight monitoring of a patient's condition and early notification of patient condition deterioration or improvement. And personally, I feel that evidence-based practice is needed for continuous improvement. People need to constantly be seeking out new information and what's the newest research in order to make their unit the most safe and quality efficient unit. And a person can value reading new research articles and staying up to date. That will help them if they just constantly are seeking out new information, then they might stumble across something that will bring a new information to light, and they could bring it into their unit for possible change. The next question is based on the CUSIN quality improvement. The question is, how do you keep staff engaged to improve quality outcomes? Is there anything special to do as recognition of achievements? And Kevin said that they do employee recognition. So this is when one employee recognizes another employee for doing a great job. And this will go to the nurse leader, and then they'll be announced at meetings and then given back to the deserving employee. And this will make the employee feel great about doing a great job at work, which will in turn improve the quality of care. And then the unit will also do staff seasonal get-togethers, and so they'll pick a date and they'll meet at a certain location, like a restaurant or something like that, and they will just get to know each other on a different level. So when they are at work, they're able to work better as a team, and in turn that will improve the quality of care. And then the group also sets goals, and this year the group set many goals regarding leadership, education, advocacy, research, and they achieved their goals, and they're actually awarded the Lantern Award by the Emergency Nurses Association based on their high performance. And also, Kevin says positive reinforcement is what he likes to do, always telling his co-workers and staff that they're doing a great job. And then I thought that for quality improvement, it's good to use quality measures. So you want to at least hit the standard and go above that in order to provide the best care. So that's similar to goals. And then improve teamwork to improve care. So that's also what Kevin was saying about getting get-togethers and making a stronger team for the unit. And then also show appreciation to the staff when a goal is met. So their unit, when they met the goal of getting this Lantern Award, they made t-shirts for everyone so that everyone had a little prize for doing such a great job. He said that they discuss significance of risks to staff so that they're educated. They know that measles, for instance, it hasn't been around for a while, so some people don't know what the symptoms are. So just educating them about that can increase safety and spread of disease. And then I said that standardized care for high-risk situations, so that would be back to the cardiac, or even stroke, there's a way of order and way of doing things. You want to always, for a stroke patient, get the CT first if they show any signs so that you know what type of stroke it is. That type of concept. And then you want to know that humans have cognitive and physical limits. So you need to realize that a nurse needs a break once in a while, or they need help. They might make mistakes, so making better policies that allow nurses and staff to have breaks can actually increase quality of care, even though you might think that it could cause some problems due to short staffing. Could help if you developed a policy about breaks. And also, they're placing a value in the role of safety in the unit, so always placing safety as the first priority, not placing anything else above that can lead to better safety outcomes. The next question is on the QSIN informatics. How do you feel that your current medical chart contributes to or impedes the success of providing effective and thorough care to patients? So Kevin said that for the aspect of contribute, the medical chart includes the patient's history. So that's a plus because you can go back and see their past visits and why they come in. Is there a trend? Is there something new going on? So that's a major plus for the medical chart. Also, communication. You can use the chart to communicate with any member of the healthcare team that has access to the chart. Also, the orders makes it easy for the doctors to put in an order as soon as possible and start getting that order going on the patient. And then for how medical charting impedes the medical care, he said that if the system shuts down, it causes major problems because people are so dependent on the medical charting that they don't know how to do it any other way. So it causes major problems and potentially could lead to legal problems in the future because the documentation won't be as accurate as if the system was up. Then also broken technology. So certain nursing rooms or patient rooms might have a broken scanner or a broken computer, and then that causes problems because that particular patient is not getting the best quality of care. And then I was thinking about informatics, that informatics and the medical charting allows more confidentiality because it's easier to just chart and log out of the computer right away than writing on a piece of paper. It's physical. Someone can walk over there and read what you wrote. Also, the computer can monitor outcomes and track trends, so it's able to see if there and identify if there's any problems that reoccur. And it also aids in education. You can use informatics to help educate patients, educate staff through videos and different readings. And it just is an easier tool than pulling out a book. You can just look stuff up right away. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.